Okay then, mages of all ages, tarnished among us, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the top 3 staffs in my opinion, which every mage needs to have in their arsenal. These things are going to be very easy to find, and some of these are going to be really helpful for some of the most powerful sorceries in the game. So sit back, slap that like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on, and we can get into getting you guys the best 3 mage staffs in Elden Ring. Starting off with the Lusat's Glenstone. This thing has a 10 strength, 52 intellect, so although you do have to have a high intellect, the S tier is among us. Starting off, we are going to have to head over to Celia, Town of Sorcery, and this is going to be an easy one as we have to scale the rooftops on this place and get to the 3 towers that remain around this town. Now, by getting up to the top of this one, you are going to want to light this quite easily. From here, everything is obtainable in one slap bang. We're going to be getting up through this main tree on the side of the walkway that is going to be taking us up and around of these rooftops. If you guys can jump from this bit, we are going to get through to one of them from the top end, and this is going to take us to the second tower that we need to light. By lighting this, it's going to open up different doorways. Each one of these lights will open up different doorways, but by opening up all 3, it is going to make your life a lot easier whilst you're on the route round. So we are going to go ahead and light the final one, follow the route that we take right here, and this is going to take you to the main doorway, which is going to take you to the boss that enables the chest for you guys to be able to go ahead and grab this Lusat's staff. So we're going to head on over here. The far left door is the door that you're going to want to take, and we're going to go on in. Now this is a relatively easy boss fight as we have got the 2 Noxes to take out. One of them is quite nippy, so make sure that you are careful that you don't just get slapped. Going at a long range, especially if you are a mage, and if you're watching this, you probably are going for a long range, hitting up those slight pebbles or some of the night comets or general comets are going to be your easiest method alongside a decent summon. Now it does get you the Nox flowing knife, but that's not what you're going for today. You're going to want to turn around and head over to the chest, which is going to provide you with Lusat's, the #1 best staff in the game. Next up, we have got Rotten Crystal Staff. Now this has a 48 intellect and an 8 strength, so not as much intellect required, although still an S tier, and this works really well with the Crystallorian spells. This is going to be up in the top of Haligtree. This is quite a way into the game, so if you haven't got here yet, I highly recommend getting through the story till you get to this point. And once you are at this grey site, it is going to be a farmable process. Running up this route right here, you are going to see 3 of these crystal bad boys. Now the middle one is the one you want to get your hands on, so highly recommend using Rock Sling and just targeting the one in the middle. You're going to be able to take it out quite easily. Main reason why is you're going to want to hit the bit of damage at the beginning, and then you are going to stagger them. By staggering him, he is going to fall, and you are going to be able to cause a lot more damage. The reason why we're using Rock Sling is actually pretty simple. These ads are actually renowned against blunt damage, and as you can see there, the Rotten Crystal Staff drops quite easily, and you are just going to want to rinse and repeat. Head back to the grey site, grace up on that site, and head back over for another run, and hopefully you guys will get this to drop relatively easily. This one, again, like I stated, is really good with the Crystallorian weapons, and we've actually got a recent build which is working really well. I'll leave the link down in the description if you guys want to check that one out. And finally, for me, the Albany Staff. Now this thing is pretty good, and it is a Arc S tier. It has a 12 in Arc, 10 in Intellect, and a 6 in Strength, so very low requirements for an S tier Mage Staff. This one is pretty damn good, and the damage output on this, given the fact that you use the right stuff, is actually really helpful. With the sorcery scaling of 309, it's not as strong as maybe the Lusat's, but as a mediocre movement, this is going to be really helpful. Starting off at the Temple of Eagle, this is going to be right next to the lava area. This place is pretty renowned for causing damage, but once you are at the Temple of Eagle, you are going to want to run out of the door that leads you outside of the church, the main entrance. From this point on your right hand side, there is going to be a bridge, and for some reason I decided I was going to take this ad out. No real idea why, but on the right hand side there is going to be a bridge that you guys will have to proc the animation for. Go ahead and push this giant handle, and it is going to proc a cutscene. This is going to bring the bridge up, and it is going to enable you to walk around. Why it needed a cutscene is beyond me. I didn't really see the point, but irrelevant to it, the cutscene enables the bridge all the same. Make your way over this, and once you get over the top end of it, it is going to bring you down to the main town. In here is going to be a lot of like serpents and quite high grade ads, so make sure that you are careful. Walking around this corner, there is going to be a serpent which is very, very stretchy, so make sure that you avoid this bad boy. Just walk behind him, he shouldn't aggro you really, and we're going to make our way all the way through and round the corner. This is going to take us to a very spooky looking shack that is actually very, very easy to get through. You actually find this quite quickly, and you don't have to actually attack anything or destroy anything. You can just run to this location and go and collect the Albany Staff relatively easily. We're going to make our way through here, and as you can see, that spooky looking building is just at the end of this pathway. Now, you can't just walk through the front door. I wish it was that easy, but it really just isn't. Although there is a serpent at the front, if you want to take that out, then be my guest. These guys are a little bit frustrating, but all the same, they take damage just like everything else in this game. Make your way around the right hand side, and you are going to see a ladder. That ladder you do want to climb up, and we are going to be taking almost the backdoor access per se. We're going to be going from the rooftop and straight over. Now from here, you are going to want to lower yourself down onto this little ledge. Be careful, because if you take the wrong angle, you're going to nearly fall off, just like I nearly do. And in here on the left hand side is going to be the Albany Staff and a little hidden extra of the Albany mask as well. This is a very viable option if you haven't got this already, and heading over to Volcano Manor is definitely worth the pickup. As an overall, mages are very viable as an option inside of this game, and the further in we get to it, the more we realise how strong they really are. With so many different options and so many different builds, I'm going to make sure I leave a few links down in the description for you guys, so you've got viable options of different builds that you guys can utilise. For me, it's probably the most fun part of the game, and it's definitely something that everyone should be utilising at least once. So if you haven't made a mage character yet, you need to at least entertain it and come back to this video and go and collect these 3 staffs, just because it's definitely bloody worth it. Anywho, that is all we've got time for today. I want to say a massive thank you guys for all of your support just recently. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe with post notifications turned on, and let me know any of the top 3 or top 5 things that you guys want me to show you guys in the comment section down below. Maybe the spells are the next big thing that you guys want to know about, and we can show you the locations for the top 3 spells inside of the game right now. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I appreciate all of your damn faces, but as always, until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.